Hi, Jeff Buchanan with RoadRUNNER magazine. Today I'm riding the new 2023 Suzuki Boulevard C50T. For this and other content, hit the subscribe button below. Since rebranding its cruiser lineup in 2005 as the Boulevards, Suzuki has earned its share of fans for its Metro cruiser, and for good reason. The 2023 Suzuki Boulevard C50T is a solid mid-size platform with an affordable price tag that retains an attractive and capable big bike presence. It slides comfortably into the mid-displacement budget cruiser tourer category with surprising rideability. Sporting an audacious pearl white paint scheme, a studded seat, soft leather bags, bold retro white wall tires, and a large diameter chrome exhaust, the C50T isn't shy, boasting plenty of curb appeal.
Looking for more exciting motorcycle travel, editorial, reviews, news, and resources for planning your next motorcycle tour? RoadRUNNER.
With a curb weight of just 644 pounds, which is carried very low, you're immediately aware of the relatively light feel as soon as you pull it off the stand. The weight, combined with its mid-size V-twin delivering smooth power and mated with a thoroughly predictable clutch, makes the Boulevard very easy to ride. It almost feels as if it's practically riding itself. Extremely maneuverable, especially at low speeds, the bike responds to rider inputs with uncanny intuitiveness. In this regard, the C50T would make for a highly accommodating first bike, a natural upgrade from smaller size machines, or for someone looking to downsize, as it has enough motorcycling soul to keep an experienced rider entertained. Focusing on build costs, Suzuki limited some items to arrive at an MSRP of $10,359. The bike lacks certain creature comforts such as electronic rider aids, engine mapping modes, ABS, and a sixth gear. That said, there are still plenty of positives with the new C50T to indulge the senses and put you into the cruising, touring world for a relatively affordable price. With a displacement of 805 cc's, the fuel-injected 45-degree single overhead cam V-twin has balanced firing intervals that render a classic V-twin feel and sound. The power comes on at low RPM, which is where you want it in a cruiser. Simplicity reigns, with no alternative ride modes or engine mapping choices. Fitted with Suzuki dual throttle valve electronic fuel injection, the throttle response is appreciably smooth. Prominent, staggered twin chrome exhaust pipes sweep attractively down the right side of the bike and taper toward the rear end in a dramatic fashion. The stock system emits a reserved exhaust note with signature V-twin rumble. The C50T certainly has speed, but you need to manage gear choice and revs to reap the best performance out of the machine, as you don't have the forgiving nature of power to pull you through lazy riding. That said, the Boulevard's 50 cubic inch V-twin has adequate performance, which is due to the fact it's pushing a relatively light weight. However, if you're accustomed to larger displacement motorcycles, the C50T may leave you wanting for more. The bike gets up to freeway speed easily enough, but there isn't a lot more on tap from there. A simple 5-speed gearbox gets the C50T's power to the rear wheel via a smooth operating shaft drive. Although a 6th gear would be nice, the 5-speed transmission has an efficient spread, with first providing easy starting from a complete stop, all the way to top gear rendering adequate freeway cruising speed. Two things stand out about this transmission: the succinct operation and the heel shifter. To engage the next higher gear is almost second nature, with the heel pad placed perfectly in line with the back edge of the floorboard. Also, finding neutral in this transmission is the easiest of any bike I've ever ridden. That may sound insignificant until you ride a bike that resists your attempts to find neutral at long stoplights. A double cradle tubular steel frame provides a 65.2-inch wheelbase and a rake of 33 degrees, giving the Boulevard a long, planted feel, which provides stability on the highway. One deficit stemming from the Boulevard C50T's low price is the absence of a second front disc. The single hydraulic disc works fine, but definitely requires some finesse with regard to pressure and anticipating upcoming situations to allow for adequate room for braking. Hidden, link-style rear suspension gives the C50T a classic hardtail appearance. The single shock has a 7-way spring preload adjustment range, which renders 4.1 inches of rear wheel travel. The traditional telescopic fork with brushed aluminum sliders provides 5.5 inches of travel in the front. Both front and back units work well, absorbing the majority of life's little bumps and uneven pavement. However, Any abrupt hits, such as divots or ruts, can bottom the shock and send a shock wave up through your spine. You learn quickly to keep a keen eye on the road surface to avoid these disconcerting smacks. The C50T has a big plush seat with a wide base that firmly holds the rider in place. The low 27.6-inch seat height contributes to the bike's overall manageability. The moment you settle into that soft leather and rest your hands on the grips, you'll see the designers had your comfort in mind. The large removable windshield does an excellent job, creating an almost completely turbulence-free cockpit. Dressed up in that stunning pearl white paint, the big 4.1-gallon teardrop-shaped fuel tank blends seamlessly with the bold balanced fenders, wrapping around the nostalgic white wall tires mounted to stylish spoke wheels. The passenger seat is not terribly large. Anyone anticipating a lot of two-up riding would be well advised to get the optional backrest to keep your passenger feeling safe. Completely uncomplicated, with an emphasis on the basics, the 2023 Boulevard C50T packs a lot of motorcycle into an affordable base price. Comfortable, with plenty of style, bolstered by Suzuki's stellar reliability. As testament to the riding enjoyment available with the C50T, I found myself taking the bike out on subsequent days of fun long after the evaluation was done.
For this and a lot of great motorcycle content, hit the subscribe button below.